President Uhuru Kenyatta can be a very ruthless president. The events of the past few days actually confirms that. And not only the events of the past few days. If you study the president very keenly, he is as ruthless as the father, the late Jomo Kenyatta. The traits are there. Let's go back a bit. In 2018, Uhuru Kenyatta entered into handshake with Raila Odinga. He didn't bother to inform his deputy. That's being ruthless. This is a guy who had Putin in power just a few months ago. Then this guy enters into a coalition agreement with Gideon Moi. Gideon Moi is a key opponent of the deputy president, and they come from the same region. Again, ruthless. He didn't inform his deputy. Then this guy invites senators to State House and decides to remove the deputy president's key allies, Kipchumba Murkomen and Susan Kika, from the Senate leadership. And because many Kenyans believed that the Speaker of the Senate, Kenneth Lusaka, who is a close ally of the deputy president, was going to save him. But again, what I can interpret is that even the Speaker himself witnessed the wrath of the president. Because you could read from the body language of the Speaker when he was reading that statement. Listen to the Speaker very keenly and pay attention to his voice.
Senate Standing Order 19.1, 2, 3, 40, 5, and 7 and meets the threshold required under Standing Order 19.5, there having been a majority of votes. Accordingly, I wish to communicate to the House that the majority has effected changes which shall now take effect as follows. Senate Majority Leader, Senator Samuel Poghisio. 2, Senate Minority Whip, Senator Irungu Kangata. 3, Senator Majority Whip, Senator Haji Farhia. For avoidance of doubt, Senator Aden Dulo Fatuma continues to be Senate Deputy Majority. Leaders no change were made affecting the officer. I will make a reasoned ruling in due course.
And it didn't end there. Kipchumba Murkomen, from my own interpretation of his speech after that confirmation by the Speaker, is a man who has actually given up. Murkomen is not going to fight further over his seat. Listen to Kipchumba Murkomen.
I'm a big man. Mr. Speaker, the president is already a big man. I am just but a son of a squatter, born and brought up in Embobut. To be a subject of his discussion over and over again, I want to say, Mr. President, now therefore deliver for the people of Kenya. Murkomen is out of the way. If I was your stumbling block, deliver for the people of Kenya. Allow all the bills that Mr. Speaker has been signed unconstitutionally, and which Mr. Speaker, this House went to court to challenge. Allow those bills to come to Senate. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell the President, stop lying to the Senate. You told us you will give us oversight fund. Bring the oversight fund to the Senate if Murkomen was the stumbling block. It is only, Mr. Speaker, if I was the only reason, Mr. Speaker, that Senate was not being protected, I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that it is time. Mr. Speaker, it is time.
There's a point of order. There's a point of order.
Mr. Speaker.
There's a point of order. Order, Senator Murkomen. Please.
But the question which I keep on asking myself is, what mistake did William Samuel Ruto commit to warrant such kind of a treatment from a man he campaigned for viciously? What political sin or mistake did the DP commit? Because from all indications, that sin or mistake cannot be forgiven. I don't know, and I was reading a post. I was reading something on the wall of Wambugu Gujiri, and he posed almost a similar question. And probably for him, he has the answer. But now the fact of the matter remains that Kipchumba Murkomen has been kicked out. Susan Kihika has been kicked out. What you don't know is what is going to happen at the Senate. But what lessons can the deputy president learn? Or what lessons can we as a country learn from this particular mistake? Or from this particular event which happened from the last 3 days? What can we learn? And is the DP prepared for the presidency? Does he have the muscles to win the presidency? Because we know Raila Odinga have always insisted on this platform that there is nothing which the Deputy President William Samuel Ruto can do to win the presidency, which Raila Odinga has never done. When it comes to support, I don't think the DP has more support than Raila Odinga. If anything, in 2007, Raila Odinga had the support, a younger Raila Odinga had the support of a younger Deputy President. Still, that victory went, and they could do nothing about it. But what can we learn? Is the DP prepared? I want to make the following conclusions. The first conclusion is that the Deputy President William Samuel Ruto made a very big mistake of dissolving URP. And this is a lesson any politician should learn. Assuming the DP had his URP party as part of a coalition with President Uhuru Kenyatta, and because they had won the elections, Kipchumba Murkomen was still going to be elected as the Senate Majority Leader. Do you think it was going to be possible for President Uhuru Kenyatta to even enter into an agreement with Raila Odinga at that particular time? And assuming it was possible Raila and Uhuru entered into an agreement, do you think it would have been possible to kick out Kipchumba Murkomen? Because probably an official of his party, URP, would have signed those coalition agreements. So the DP committed one of the gravest mistakes any politician should never attempt to do in future. Don't ever dissolve your political party to join another political party. It's not very easy for Uhuru to call Tuju, to call Nelson Diva, the chairman, and they just enter into an agreement with the KANU, and there's nothing the DP can do, nothing, because those are officials of the party. Whatever they sign is binding. So if the DP had his party, he would have even whipped them. So that's the first mistake, and that's a lesson we are learning. The second thing I'm learning from here is that President Uhuru Kenyatta is not a pushover the way we've always believed. If you monitor and study all these moves, the president has effectively made Gideon Moi. The president has effectively made Gideon Moi a co-principal or a principal in Jubilee coalition. Uhuru is a party leader. Gideon is a party leader. So when they meet at a level. So basically, Ruto is now not a co-principal. If Ruto had his URP, he would be a co-principal today. And the motive or the idea behind doing that is actually even to provoke the DP to react, or even to force him to leave Jubilee Party. Or the other motive could be to elevate Gideon Moi. And you accept, you agree, you don't agree. The fact of the matter is President Uhuru Kenyatta has actually made Gideon Moi now a co-principal in Jubilee Coalition, because Jubilee Coalition entered into an agreement with other political parties and they merged. And now with KANU, they entered into a post-election coalition agreement. And now in that agreement, there are two political parties and there are two principles. I don't know whether you are agreeing with me, but he has made Gideon Moi now a co-principal. So if the principals are meeting, if the NASA principal is meeting, Wiper principal If the NASA principals are meeting or the party leaders are being called, Uhuru ataenda, Gideon ataenda, Raila ataenda, Kalonzo ataenda, Mudavadi ataenda, Wetangula ataenda. Ruto ataenda kama nani? Those are deep politics. Number 3, the other thing which I'm learning and I'm shocked is that the deputy president doesn't have numbers at the Senate. If he has the numbers, where are those numbers? And if he has numbers, then it means some of his senators actually betrayed him. They've insisted that they had 20. Jubilee Party has submitted a list of 20 senators who signed and presented them before the Senate. Let us see if there's any senator who is going to deny that he appended his signature there. Let's wait and see. The 20 appended their signatures. So where are Ruto's numbers? I'm surprised that even Professor Kamar, the senator for Uasin Gishu, that's William Ruto's backyard, appended her signature. So DP is left with how many senators? 15. Out of those 15 senators, how many are nominated? Almost 6. So where are the numbers? But that was not my interest. My interest is how many senators from central Kenya, not even the larger Mount Kenya region, from central Kenya refused to attend that meeting at State House. How many? 0. They all attended. So where's the numbers for the DP? The DP is being taken for a ride. And just like someone was telling me here, Rachel was telling me here, even Moses Kuria could actually be a spy. That's deep politics. And lastly, the other thing I'm learning is that the deep state will not allow the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, to become the President of the Republic of Kenya. That's not going to happen today, tomorrow, and in future. As long as they're still alive. The kind of humiliation the DP has been subjected to in the past few days, and in the past 3 months, the way Kipchumba Murkomen is putting it. I mean, the past 3 years, the way Kipchumba Murkomen has been putting it. None of those people will allow the DP to sit anywhere near the presidency. Assuming the DP becomes the president in 2022, where will Uhuru Kenyatta put his head? Where will David Murabe? Where will Rafael Tuju go? So the system is keen on stopping the DP. And they've engaged another gear. And now they are going for his key allies. As a message has been sent. And let me tell you, for free, Kipchumba Murkomen is a good senator. But the mere fact that he's been kicked out, he will not find a platform to shine. Kipchumba Murkomen was shining because he was a majority leader. Simple. As a majority leader, if MPs were meeting somewhere, or if there's an event somewhere, as a majority leader, Kipchumba Murkomen was going to be given a chance to speak. And the mere fact that he was getting the chance to speak and shining, his profile rose up here. Murkomen will no longer have that platform. If Uhuru Kenyatta will go to Nakuru today for a BBI rally, for example, Samuel Poghisio will speak on behalf of senators, and then James Orengo. At the National Assembly, John Mbadi will speak, and Aden Duale. And we know Aden Duale is a bit mature politically. He understands the game. So he changed the strategy. Aden Duale has changed his strategy of dealing with President Uhuru Kenyatta and maneuvering around Jubilee politics. So that's a lesson that we must learn. But importantly, the other lesson I'm trying to figure out is why are Kenyans, majority of Kenyans, not sympathetic to Aden Duale? Why are majority of Kenyans not sympathetic to Kipchumba Murkomen? So why are majority of Kenyans not sympathetic to Kipchumba Murkomen or Susan Kihika? I want to leave you with this speech or statement which James Orengo delivered at the floor of the Senate when Kipchumba Murkomen and the group were advancing illegalities on the floor of the House. Listening to James Orengo. And if you're bumping on this video for the first time, kindly take a second and subscribe. Now, that speech by James Orengo was prophetic. And the people who defended illegalities are actually consumed by that illegality. So I think Kenyans must learn that it's high time that we do things for prosperity of this nation. If you have to change the constitution, especially the BBI, we should not change it for Raila and Ruto and Uhuru. If you have to change it, we have to change it with the future of this country at heart. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.